Hello and welcome to PMCLounge.com. Today we are looking into two things: activity cost estimates and basis of estimates. Now, if you are anything like me, you would be wondering how come we have so many random things related to estimates and related to costs in the cost management knowledge area. Okay, let's get started. I'll let you know where do these two come from so that you have a clearer picture of what we are discussing today. So I hope the first sentence provided some respite. The activity cost estimates and basis of estimates. These two terms are nothing but the outputs of a process known as estimate cost process. Now, if you have already forgotten, let's take a quick look at where this process lies. So estimate cost process, this is part of the planning process group and the cost management knowledge area. This is where we are. The outputs of this process are activity cost estimates and basis of estimates. Let's look at these two separately and understand what these two are. First of all, the activity cost estimates, although it should be clear from its name itself, as the name goes, this is an estimate of cost for every single project activity. This is important. So we are now estimating the cost of every activity in the project. We are not talking about every task. We are not talking about every deliverable. We are talking about every project activity. And it is important to understand project activity where it lies in the WBS, and I'll share a link for the WBS in the description below. Go check that out if you have forgotten what is the hierarchy of WBS when it comes to activity, tasks, deliverables, etc., etc. Now, you need to note that this cost estimate, the activity cost estimate, it also takes into account the resource rates. So if you need consultants, if you need your own employees from your organization, if you need certain infrastructure, if you're working on a software project, if you need certain infrastructure for testing or for anything for that matter, you need to consider the rate of those resources, and you also need to consider the estimated duration for those activities, right? So for how long do you need the consultant in your project, or for how long do you need a certain infrastructure in your project? The estimated duration for those activities are also considered. Now, where do you get these estimated duration for activities? You get it from the estimate activity durations process. This was part of the schedule management knowledge area, and WBS that I just spoke of previously was part of the scope management knowledge area. Direct links to WBS as well as estimate activity durations process will be available in the description. And while we are talking about description, if you're into reading, if you would rather read an article on these two concepts, activity cost estimates and basis of estimates, first link is going to take you to our website pmclounge.com. The related article for these two concepts is available in the first link. All right, let's move on to basis of estimate. And a quick reminder before we do so, all the PMP courseware articles, videos will be available on this link. You can check this out, pmclounge.com/pmp-training. So this is the link. You can go right there, and every article, every video that we have ever done in terms of PMP courseware will be available there. All right, let's talk about basis of estimates now. So this is also known as BOE, basis of estimates. This is one term which someone coming from the non-project management field may find very ridiculous, because people in the project will be talking about BOE. What's the BOE? What's the BOE for this activity? What's the BOE for that activity? And for someone who's not from project management background may wonder what is it that these people are talking about. So BOE is nothing but basis of estimates. And what is basis of estimates? So just like your WBS had the WBS dictionary, just like the activity list had activity attributes, what these two do, the WBS dictionary for WBS and the activity attributes for activity list, what these two do is basically providing additional supporting details. WBS is only a graphical representation. The details, the supporting details of every entry in the WBS is defined in the WBS dictionary. So that's something that you should understand. The activity list is just the list of all the project activities. The supporting details, the supporting description of these activities is available in the activity attributes document. Similarly, basis of estimates is a document which provides additional supporting details to the previous activity cost estimates that we just discussed. So whatever cost estimate for each activity that you are providing, a supporting document known as BOE or basis of estimates is going to explain the very basis of why you have given a certain estimate for an activity. A point to note here is that the basis of estimates is what is going to include your resource rate, and it is also going to include an explanation of how these activity cost estimates were derived. So if you look at an activity cost estimate document and you ask the project manager, how come activity number 34 has such high cost? Then he or she, the project manager, is going to direct you to the document known as basis of estimates, and there will be a corresponding entry in the basis of estimates document which will explain you why the cost for certain activity is so high, what are the resource rates, and any additional explanation that the project manager thinks is important to be included. All of that will be available in the basis of estimates document. So that's all that we had in this quick video. Do hit the like button if you enjoyed it and learned something new. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you stay notified whenever we upload a new video. And don't forget to check out the website pmclounge.com, your number one free PMP resource. Thank you and have a nice day.